Hey everybody, Tuesday morning video blog time, all about holiday travel in the run up to Thanksgiving this week, and we'll of course touch on our local weather forecast, but I did want to give you kind of a national perspective because a lot of people have friends or family that will be flying into town from far-reaching places, or maybe you're traveling out of town yourself and you may be interested in what the weather will be doing from a national perspective. Let's start with a real zoomed out view here of all the watches and warnings across the U.S. this morning, and there's a lot of them. All these pinks here, these are winter storm warnings extending from parts of the upper Midwest down into the Plain States and out into the Rockies and all the way to the West Coast as well. And then closer to home, all of these kind of gray colors are some sort of wind advisory or high wind warning. We have high wind watches out for Peoria, Illinois, Chicago, South Bend, Indianapolis. We're under a wind advisory here locally. Our weather looks pretty good today, but of course the wind here locally will become the story as we go into the overnight tonight and into parts of Wednesday as well. So first thing I want to do is talk about that wind here locally, then we'll talk a little bit more about the national forecast. Wind, not a story at all today, and actually most of tonight, but it's tomorrow. This is 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. The wind's starting to pick up, and especially by midday and into the afternoon tomorrow. Now, I apologize if these numbers are a little hard to see, but our high-res model here showing a 45 mile per hour gust around noon, with even higher gusts off to our west. There could be 55 mile per hour gusts out towards Toledo and Sandusky and Lima and perhaps down to Dayton and even as far east as I-77 as well. Around here, I think 45 to perhaps 50 will be our top wind gusts for the midday and afternoon hours on Wednesday. As far as rain goes, rain's going to push in late tonight, 3, 4 in the morning, and showers most likely very early in the day tomorrow. Rest of the day, I don't think there's much rain. There could be a spotty shower, a passing 5-10 minute shower or two during the morning and perhaps early in the afternoon as well. Precipitation here locally is not going to be that big of a deal. It is all about the wind. High-profile vehicles could be rocking and rolling, especially on area bridges and in open areas. And power outages could be a concern here locally as well. Now let me bring up the model data for the U.S. and I'll show you the progress of our big storm systems that'll be cruising from west to east. All right, this is going to be a big-time storm system that'll be moving across the U.S. Actually, there's two big-time storm systems that will be impacting the U.S. over the next couple of days. I'm going to crawl the animation forward here. Storm number 1 brings heavy snow over the next 12 hours or so to Denver, Cheyenne, Casper, out into Omaha, and then eventually Minneapolis gets in on the act. On the warm side of this, it'll be raining later today and into tonight down towards Louisville and Memphis, Nashville, and down into New Orleans eventually. Again, Minneapolis gets in on the snow overnight tonight. This will be a big, heavy snowstorm for the UP of Michigan, northern Wisconsin, into Minnesota and Iowa. Look at this big storm out west as well. A big, huge storm in the western U.S. This is going to be a huge problem for holiday travelers way out west. We're talking Salt Lake City, even down to Vegas, some rain, some mountain snow. L.A., it's going to rain. San Francisco, it's going to rain. And if you've ever been on a highway in Los Angeles when it's raining, it's the ninth circle of hell, and the day before Thanksgiving, I can't imagine how bad it will be. And then precipitation will spread back out into the middle of the country as we go into Thanksgiving morning. So a wet Thanksgiving morning, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, and Dallas. While we will be stuck under clouds, I'm expecting a pretty quiet Thanksgiving day overall here locally, with temperatures staying in the 30s. And while the wind will not be as strong Thursday as it will be tomorrow, still a noticeable gusty, chilly breeze outside. It'd be a good day to stay inside and enjoy some great food and some great company with family and friends. All right, so that's a quick travel update on this Tuesday morning. I'll be in, of course, this evening on 21 News at 6 and 11 with an update on your Thanksgiving forecast, Black Friday forecast, the entire holiday weekend. Saturday could be a little bit tricky. I'll have details on that this evening and a look at the longer range as well. In the meantime, have a great Tuesday.